Hey, welcome back to the vlog. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications, click that bell. That bell lets you know every time I post. So we watch the last vlog, we load that thing up. Go get some gas. Fill that thing back on up. It's a diesel. So go and fill it up. And let me get this key out of here. I'm looking at it. Just my luck, it'll come out. And so we can get back to work. We got a lot of work to do. Still a lot of work to do. So we fill this thing up. It only holds 5 gallons. So my little 5-gallon gas just would work. But cause I don't want to have to load that thing up, come all the way up here, and I'm probably run a tank a day. Unless it's raining, I'm gonna run a tank a day. I can get my money's worth. That's one thing for certain, two things for sure. I'm gonna get my money's worth out of it. But better head back down here and go knock out a little bit more. See if we can get this trench pretty much dug. Since it's gonna rain, then if I get it dug, although it's gonna rain, maybe the water falls in that trench. Them baseboards don't get wet, then I know that French drain it'll work for sure. Yeah, one time up there. One time. But the thing rubbed, which I knew it probably would. The leg for the landing gear, it rubbed coming out of the driveway. Now it shouldn't rub going back in, cause it's going up. But I might have to empty out my gas jug, and so I can fill that thing up with some diesel. It's cheaper for me to darn. It's cheaper and quicker for me to do that than to load this thing up, take it all the way back to the gas station, and then come all the way back. It's cheap for me to do that. So. Fool behind me hauling tail. I know what you hauling tail for. I ain't speeding up. I'm taking my time. And you follow me down this road, and I just got put in that driveway. I'm taking my time, so you'll be alright. I know why people get over here and drive crazy sometimes. Hauling tail. You see him back there. Yeah, it'd be alright. It would be alright. Yeah, be right on in there. Now, we're gonna navigate this again. It ain't too bad if you know what you're doing and you're a driver. Cause you gotta do the wee woo. You gotta go to the left first to miss the tree, then you gotta go back over here to the right to miss this exhaust vent for this AC unit. But now, I don't know if I want. Well, I could turn around now. I done moved all that trash. Yeah, so let me go and whip it around. See how smooth, whoops, yeah, how smooth I probably got it, but I don't got it smooth because these humps and bumps. But you just take your time. Nice and steady. Tell you that I always win the race. Always win the race. That's nice and steady. Ah, dang. And there's a darn tree. I wasn't paying attention to that son of a gun. I ain't went checkmate this thing. Alright, so it wasn't too bad. It was a lot smoother than it was this first go round I came through here. So, boy, we were rocking and rolling. So, let's get this thing unloaded. Get back to work. think I got enough done for the night. I don't want to make too much noise. Be respectful. But I did about half. As you can see, it's a little deeper down there. All them sticks and stuff. I just take my chainsaw, cut that, but I got a little bit more to go. Hopefully I can get it all dug tomorrow. See, I started moving the concrete pile. Started trying to level this part out to see the pipes. I don't know, it's gonna be a little tricky. Either I'm gonna have to dig me a trench and bring it past that step and then let it come out over there somewhere, but let's load this thing up. So we got that thing loaded up. Boy, I got a little bit accomplished, y'all. I should get everything I need to get done this week with that thing. I just looked at what I got accomplished just today, and I got a lot done. I'm tired though, boy. That thing bounce you around, shake you around, but tomorrow I'm gonna finish digging this. We need to make sure ain't no concrete here that we gotta bust up. Gonna get this kind of done right, and this might be too deep down here. But I gotta run some solid perforated pipe. I think that's what you call it, for downspouts. So I got one under that part of the room for the downspout. This one need to tap in down here. That one over there. Somehow I need to run this drain into a solid pipe around through here. I need to bury it. And cause I wouldn't have to bury it, what I have to do is all this junk went in the way, but what I might do, I don't know if them people on the side of the road gonna pick it up. They might. Take that darn tractor, take that bucket and push all that to the front of the road, get that out of here. If they don't take it out, the contractor said he was gonna come get it, so I let him come get it from out there. But yeah, I need a drain to come from around now, probably right here, so I can catch this downspout. Then up here, I'm probably need 2 drains running out, because this part of this roof gonna have gutters, that's gonna have gutters, and that, and this roof and that roof come onto that roof in some parts. So I'm gonna put a downspout in that corner, downspout in that corner, and run some culvert pipe under the deck, and then I have another downspout right here. So that'd be 4 downspouts for this area. Only one that I won't have no pipe in, cause this, I don't know where that gas line at, first of all. And see, if it's under the deck, it's just gonna be on the top of the ground. You ain't gonna be able to see it until you get out of here. I don't hit that gas line. I don't know if that gas line went over that way. I don't know how it was ran. So, but I need to put another line here going over there. So, but that's what we got to do. Welcome back to another day. Kale. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, click that bell. That bell let you know every time I post. So this is day 2. We about to get to work with this thing. We got a lot accomplished yesterday. We leveled that pretty much out. Let's see. That car, gotta get that car up out of that hole. So what I'm gonna do, I had fixed this old binder because somebody ain't knew what they was doing. they done tighten it so far where they done ratchet that into this part real tight. Like I got it loose where they actually work now. But what I'm gonna do, I need chain. And so they got these Caribbean hooks or whatever you want to call them, shackles. I'm gonna take that loose. I'm gonna take that chain off the other side, and I'm gonna hook it to the front of that car. I'm trying to tow that thing up out of there with that tractor. Just pull it slow. That's all you gotta do. See if it'll pull it up out of there. So what we really gotta do is we gotta take that jackhammer back. So what I'm really about to do is I'm gonna need to get a shovel. All this concrete, I tried to push a lot of it out the way from that slab that was right here, but I need to make sure there's no concrete here, none whatsoever. So what I'm probably gonna do is take that backhoe and start digging this a little bit, digging it this way, and make sure there ain't no concrete right there. I'm pretty good on that. My drain, you know, I'm a little deep. I'm real deep on this end. And see, I don't need to be too deep because that water, I need it to come around here and kind of go out that way. So, what I might have to do is the next bit of dirt I dig, I'm gonna just make a pile. And what I might have to do is kind of fill it in a little bit, because that pipe can't come right here and then try to come up this hill. That ain't gonna work. Then the water start backing up. Then next thing you know, you got a big pond in this thing. So I'm gonna just dig the rest, and then if I need to fill this in some, I'll fill it in, but as long as I don't go deep down there. And I got it kind of straight, you know. I ain't want too close to the house, I ain't want too far away. And then I'm just have to fill it in with rock. Video. The tail light on that side, it was already busted. So I make sure. That's why I say video everything. Concrete right here. Go ahead and turn this thing around. Like I said, we gotta move a lot of this concrete out the window. And what I'm gonna do, I need to fill them holes up some. I need to separate this concrete. I need to fill them holes up some. I mean that ground up. Throw that concrete back in there and lift that pipe up. I don't want to sit it right here. I'm gonna throw it on this pile with the rest of this. Cause I hate to take that darn thing back and realize, oh man, there's a whole bunch more concrete down here. And I need to get up that I couldn't see. So I'm gonna have to dig this. I'm gonna dig this down level with the house. I mean with the foundation at least. Then I've been digging up a lot of roots and stumps near the foundation, so it's a good thing I did have to do this. Alright, so I'm gonna start digging at this corner right here and get all this dug out. Make sure there's no concrete there. Then we can go ahead and take that jackhammer back. I jack that thing up in there. Pretty sure ain't nobody gonna try to take that. I do make it easy for them to steal the wheels off. But I don't think nobody gonna steal the wheels. So, you saw me digging with that shovel. What I was doing was just trying to square it up. And then I tried to level this out. So there's a stump right there still. All these roots from these trees over here. And see, they growing under the foundation. But I got that kind of leveled out. We got still probably another 10 feet. So that'll whack the house one time right there, one time down there. So I can replace that side. No, that ain't no problem. But we got to dig this last little bit, and then down there, and that should be the drain. Then I'm gonna lay the pipe in. Well, I gotta lay that tarp in there and lay the pipe in there. And I need to look for some gravel. Need to find some big gravel stones, probably tomorrow, and see. I'm gonna ask them, can they allow the people to back in that driveway and back it right there and dump it. And see, then I just have to fill this with gravel. I won't fill it back up with no sand, be filled with gravel. So you put that tarp paper down, then 2 pipes gonna be side by side, and gravel. Then you wrap the tarp paper over the top. Then, like I said, I probably have to get some side or something. But I gotta make sure. I don't know why I did all these curves. I'm gonna probably end up taking that out and going straight at an angle over that way. But I might have to move that stuff, all that wood and stuff. I might have to probably get that up, cause matter of fact, I need to call my contract. I'm gonna ask him today. It'll work out too. Work out too. Dropped that thing off. We dropped the jackhammer off at Home Depot. So that's that. Tune into the vlog. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications. Click that bell. That bell let you know every time I post. So last vlog, we started digging this trench, and dig them keys that quick. We started digging this trench, and we had to take that jackhammer back because it was due back by 12 today. So we had to dig in a certain area to make sure there wasn't no concrete left when we took it back. So that was this little area right here. we're gonna go on and continue. We're gonna try to get this stuff up here, and we can go on and continue down there, finish digging our way down there, and then I'm gonna start trying to level it out at a nice slope. But I gotta figure out how much I'm gonna have to build it back up to get that line to come through here. So I'm gonna redo this in here. I'm gonna take that line that's straight at an angle. I need that pile out the way though. That pile is in my way. But and see when the line get here, it'll be solid. So it'll be solid, but I need to see if I need to tie a gutter in to the solid side, because there's gonna be a gutter there, and it need to tie into that drain pipe along with that one on the outside of the house over there. Let it be tied into the drain pipe. So let's go and try to get this stuff up. few more feet to dig. I'm about to try to straighten that. So we got well, this thing ain't charged. We got this French drain dug. We're gonna see how it kind of work out in this rain. I don't know if you can hear that darn hissing noise. I done busted darn gas line. But I ain't mad really, because where it was at, it wasn't even supposed to be there. That can't be cold. But I'm hoping all that water will run off of that house and come down into this thing here. So like I was saying, I did get this kind of drain dug and stuff over here. All is good to go. I just gotta lay the pipe in there and get the rock. And then put the rock on it. This little thing here, this little ledge there, I need to kind of grade it down a little bit. It's supposed to be gutters there anyway. So that's where that water drain off at. It's supposed to be gutters right there. Where it was leaking at was down there, right in this corner. And so all the sand and stuff was up to there. So I'm kind of hoping it rain real good. And we're gonna see how that do. If it don't get wet, then I know when I put them copper pipes in there, it'll be good. But needless to say, I done hit the house 1, 2. I probably hit about 3 times with that darn excavator. So I got a few pieces of siding to replace, but I use that old stuff I got down here. Just cut the good part out of it, replace the little piece, and keep it moving. But man, I can't believe I bust that darn gas line. So you know, yeah, this house on a septic tank, and it ain't never been clean, so it's full of sand. You know, everything worked right, but if you use something consistently, then it started back up. So you know, I'm seeing this line, I'm like, this can't be the gas line. And so you know me, I tried to straighten it back out. I was trying to push it back straight, and I busted right there. It caught right there. And so SCNG gonna come out here. Now if it was after the meter, I could have just turned it off right here. This is before the meter, and I don't know where the shut off valve is out there. You would think they would have one out at the street where you can shut it off, but they don't. And then I gotta make sure I can get over this, which I should be able to. So this thing's solid. It's just when I get here, but it shouldn't have no problem. And then that's why I turned the sprinklers off. You see it's raining. I turned them off yesterday. Yeah, I turned them off yesterday. And so I had to drive across the grass to get that thing pushed back, cause it started raining on me. So they say, boy, when it rains, it pours, you know. Got one thing done. Well, I ain't gonna say done. Started. Thought I was gonna be able to get in this thing, dig it out. So I gotta wait. They say they should be out here in about an hour. So you live and you learn. I'm about to right now. Just about to go ahead and load this tractor up, cause I gotta get that thing out of here, cause it needs some gas. And I ain't bring my 5-gallon jug, so I'm gonna just load it up on the trailer, and that way I should have left my dog. That way we can fill it up tomorrow. Hopefully we can get some rock. Now all jokes aside, I thought about putting the top down on this trailer and go and get me a load of rock. But the only bad thing is like, well, you catch the devil trying to get that rock off of there. But let me load this trailer up, get these binders and stuff unloosed, and get this thing on the trailer. City waiting on SCNG for Dominion. Whenever they get here, so do whatever we're gonna do to this gas line, and they need to be re-ran. So it's old anyway. But I'll walk over here, kind of see how this water doing. Let me get my darn shovel. So you got that just pulling on that little ledge. I said I ain't want to get too close to the house. So I'm hoping that water will drain off. I'm hoping I start to see water in this trench. Like right there. Okay. So let me know the water is falling into this drain. Dang. Well, everything was going good. See, let me knock this out. Boy. So the water should help compact that sand down some in that French drain. So all I hope is I can drive out of here and the concrete slab hole and kind of go from there. Boy, that sucks. Let's could turn some lights on. That sucks. Man, I was just about to get ready to leave because it just started raining hard. I was like, man, we're gonna cover this thing back up so I can get out of here. And well, I know. Line bust the line, trying to put the top back on. And when I seen that line, I lifted that top up. I'm like, what is this? This can't be the gas line. It's the only thing right there. I said, I hit that gas line. I said, God damn. Turn these damn lights on back here. So, we just gonna wait on the menu, see what they say. Boy, you can hear that stuff. It's spewing out. Man, I forgot to get this little pile up here. It's spewing out though. But I say I should still be able to drive over this, although it's not all the way on. So you get away here for this electric camera. Don't need to do an electric spark or anything. The last thing we need. So we just gonna wait till the minion get here. I know I just said that. We're gonna wait till they get here and see what they say. So I think these are the people right here. Yeah, it is there. So hopefully it don't cost an arm and a leg to get this thing done. It ain't take them long to come out. That's one thing. It ain't take them long to come out. So taking the top off a septic tank, and I'm thinking this the original 1944 line, and this line was pretty much inside the septic tank. I seen it, and so when I went to put the top back on it, I got it on the camera caught. I got it on video. It caught the edge and busted. It's right here. And see, it was inside that middle line, so I was like, that can't be cold. And see, it was under the slab, and the meter is right there. So now I gotta, if I need to push this back.
Don't touch it. Okay. I got a street truck coming. I got a street truck coming to get at least stopped off.
Okay.
And when they stop it off, you can do what you need to do.
What do you usually charge to run a new line? You know?
They're gonna have to with this one.
Yeah. That was say it's probably this house is 1944, so it's more than likely it's original.
I ain't got nothing to squeeze it.
Okay.
Squeeze it with. They use hydraulic squeezers on them things.
Okay. So I'm thinking where that line was, it was laying right here. So I'm thinking it's right here on this edge somewhere.
It's marked. It don't go far. I don't know why they didn't mark the whole thing, but it's marked. See that?
Oh, just the mark for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was out here. I was like,
Yeah, I think the main's on the other side.
Okay.
Over there.
I was like, I can't turn it off because.
No, they got to dig the main up, run the T down to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that's a steel service. But it looks like it's steel, and then right there.
You got that Romex or something in there?
Well,
I ain't gonna say Romex.
It's inserted.
Okay.
It's a plastic inserted into the metal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna run it. They'll have to run a new line to it.
You think that's why they came out here painting these lines? They're gonna start running new stuff out here?
No, did they know, do you own this house? Mm-hmm. Did you call in saying you was gonna do work? Mm-mm. You didn't?
This was here probably maybe a month or two.
Okay.
I know they did. I guess U-verse or something came, a little box out there.
Yeah.
They did that, so that's probably what that is.
Anytime, just for future reference, anytime you do any kind of work, digging in your yard, call 811. It's free.
Okay.
Let them come out and mark it. That's probably why it ain't marked the whole way. Because if you would have called in a dig ticket, they'd have marked the whole thing. You know what I mean?
I wasn't even thinking that a gas line is inside the septic tank, you know. Because I pushed the top this way, and then I was gonna push it back on, and it caught it.
I got you. Yeah, what they'll do is probably dig it up somewhere back in here, and squeeze it off. Okay. And then run them a new section from here to there.
Okay.
What all you got over there?
Just
furnace?
Yeah. And it's nobody here. Nobody here. Okay. Yeah, I'm renovating. So.
They own a job, but he said they'd finish it up. They should be here probably in about 30 minutes.
Okay.
But it ain't nothing I can do except maybe dig back here, and I guarantee you this shit hard as a brick.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I ain't got nothing but a shovel.
Yeah, I got a little tractor with a backhoe on there, so that's why I moved that with.
Yeah, I'm thinking see that color in that old rusted shit?
Yes, a yellow line in there.
That's what it is. It's inserted. I'm gonna grab a wrench and put that meter out.
Okay. Right. Because it broke before the meter. I was hoping it was after the meter and I could turn it off. Yeah. Boy, he must be making money. He got a brand new Denali diesel. So, don't know how much this gonna cost. Hopefully I can get my truck out of here. Yeah, boy, he got brand new Denali. I bet you that's 25 right there. And they gonna park down there. They must gonna, I don't know if they gonna manual dig this thing or what they gonna do, but Boy. That floodlight don't even reach around here. So man, I can't believe this, boy. I seen the line. I showed the line. I'm gonna show y'all this video. Let me see if I can find this video. I'm gonna let y'all see. Let's see here. You know, I seen the line before I hit it. Let's see where it's at. And boy, when I hit that thing, I was PU'd. That's how I was PU'd, boy, I was PU'd. Let me see, I'm gonna try to pull it up for you. Let's see. And you watch my face. I throw my hands up when I mess up. I'm trying to put the top back on now. Yep, too high. Pushing it. Wow, you gonna see a little puff of smoke come out. There you come. One more. There you go. Boom. See my hands? That one I knew I messed up. Boy, they got a backhoe and all. Shit. I ain't know they roll like that. Boy. They gonna be to put a whole new line on today. Take that there and top of that step tank and move it out the way for me. Shit. I'm gonna be here for a while. About to go and grab me a beer. Ah, boy. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. Well, at least I know I got a new gas line. I ain't know what this thing about to cost me. But we're gonna wrap the vlog for the night. So, we got the last vlog. I'm busting up there in gas line. And boy, they don't look good. They gotta pull the excavator and all off. So they gotta dig the line. I need to see what they gotta do with this the septic tank top. Don't know what they're gonna really do with it. They're gonna take it off or not. But yeah, we done did it this time. So I got a dollar in my jacket. Y'all just gonna pull that slab off, man? Well, that line run under the side of it. I don't know why it was in there, but it run on the side of that slab. And this is a septic tank right here, it's dry. And the inside is full of dirt, but it's a septic tank. They got a lot to do, But I'm about to call my old lady, tell her to come pick me up. Dang. I can't even get out. That's the thing. I probably should have pulled my, boy, it's about to start raining. I probably should have pulled my truck out before they got here, but we're gonna see what happens. Well, you see, they don't bother that excavator up in here. Man, I need to tell them, hey, save that damn top now. Don't break that damn concrete top. But they should be able to get it, because they got a claw on that, excavator, so it shouldn't be hard for them to get that. And that thing's strong. So, we're gonna walk back up here in a few minutes. So, they got this gas line off. I guess they trying to figure out where else to go to.
Honestly though, you can probably just dig it back here. Yeah, it has to be plastic. So,
It's gonna be
yeah, it's gonna be all the way to the riser. Yeah.
Oh, because y'all said y'all found plastic.
Ripped up plastic. It's gonna be insert back there.
We gonna put a new riser on and all that too? You just gonna...
New riser would be easier too.
That's what I'm saying. You put a new riser on there.
It's all plastic. What we're cutting up.
Alright.
T and 4.
The brake headed out. See how many? See, is that enough pipe? Should be.
Maybe not.
I mean, with that riser in it got a little bit of length on it.
Nah, yeah, you straight. Yeah.
Quick question, man. Y'all running it right there in the same spot? That's the plan? Yeah. Alright.
Where was that?
I can see how it falls. Okay. But he got that top off, no problem. You just damn set the tank. Well, so tell they leave the damn top off. I so tell them that. That way, all I got to do is get it back home. But boy, that line now, I'm gonna have to do this again. I know how he did it. I guarantee he got it hooked with that blade, and he reached and grabbed the other side with that. So, boy. Boy, I tell you, it's gonna be a minute. That's the old one right here. You remember I seen this? So dang, I'm trying to think how I'm gonna get that top back on. Oh boy, one thing after another. So I told him to come straight through here, cause I knocked on their door, but they ain't answering. So I was telling him, come on, let's make sure you miss that sprinkler. Oh, he good. Yeah, he good. Well, needless to say, he gonna flatten this out some more for me. I gotta move my car. Let me go get my keys. Let's see. There you go. Let me back up. I can't see a darn thing. through. Yeah, he got through. Boy. What a vlog. Boy, you never know what's gonna happen. I tell you, boy, with me, you never know. And see, what he had to do, is the same thing I had to do to push that top on. You can get it off one side, but to dig it, you got to darn be on the opposite side. And so, I told him, hey, it's going run around here. So he couldn't get past that tree. I think he went on. I went and knocked on their door, but they ain't answer. So, but that side of the excavator, I was gonna get the one that's a little smaller than that. But as you can see, it's just made for digging. I couldn't have. He came through here. You can see his track. He made through here. No. Did he? I don't know. He got tracks coming. Well, he went through here. He went through here. But what a day, what a day, what a day. So I'm guessing they gonna just dig that line. You know what, I need to ask them, I'm gonna ask old boy to mark this other line with the other gas line there so they get ready to dig them drains. You know what? Leave Kevin, tear it up. Hey, make it go or blow. So they done putting the top back on. I don't know, but I might buy the building and go and connect to the city. I don't know what it's gonna cost me. I don't know what it's gonna cost me. I'm looking at that septic tank like, boy, all this dirt. Like, all of it's dirt. You got to find the drain pipe. So, but he smoothing it on out now. So they mess with old boy. He got that new Denali. Like, dog, you should park down there. You should park up here. Every few minutes he'd go back there and check on it. But I ain't like, it's nice and gnarly. Decent. But boy, it's a learning lesson. Learn a lesson. Russian could have rained. So let's see what happened though. So man, this whole thing, I want to watch him put that top on. Cause boy, this is the septic tank, boy. There ain't nothing but dirt in there. So I don't know. I might get that top off again. Ah, man, I need him to smooth this out. Shit, so I can get out of here. Dang. He back over there. Dang, I need you to smooth this out, buddy. Oh, this is the old COVID pipe. Man. Let me see if he can smooth that out. Like, hey, I got to drive out of here. I guess he's gonna put the top on and then He probably put top on then smooth it out, but he probably coming around this other side now. So where all these people coming from? Yeah, he coming around the other side now. Yeah, I want him to put the concrete back. I can get out without it, but I don't want to take no chances. I need him to smooth this out for me, so I can get out of here. Let's see how you gonna do that. That's the same thing I did, and that's how I did. But see, that's the catch right there. That is the catch. And see, he gonna put that with the blade. He gonna be able to lift it up. He gonna lift the whole thing up together. So, and see, he can lift that. See how he lifting that front up. Where at?
These pipes right here.
Talking about oh no, yeah, that's what I had used to roll that top off. Nah, it ain't that. Can you turn it a little bit this way? Yeah. Alright, you got it in there. I'm gonna smooth this back out. So I can get out. Hey, I can shovel that. I ain't charging that, so let me get a shovel and smooth that out so I can get out. Pull this truck on around here. That way I can see. Boy, what a day. It's been a long day. I started early too. Real early. loading back up. I'm about to shovel the dirt down so I can get out. So we'll get a shovel right quick and knock it out. You see, I got it through. I got it on through. So, today we over here at this place called Site 1. Where they got our gravel. So we're gonna get that delivered tomorrow. Just gotta make sure we get everything dug up today. And I might have to park my truck on the road when they bring that, just in case I don't get it all moved. I won't block myself in. But they supposed to deliver that tomorrow afternoon or whatever to the house. So this place I've been over here for years. It's my first time stopping over here. I just looked online to see if they sold gravel, and they do. Well, this is where I need to come. It's right down the street from the house, so we'll get that delivered tomorrow. But right now we got to go over there and see if we can get this drain finished and start laying this pipe. So I know I'm gonna have to backfill this song because I dug it too deep. Let's see, I'm gonna bring that line up and it's gonna go that way, and I'm gonna have a downspout here which is gonna probably drain into that line. So this will be solid. After it get to about right here, then this will be a solid line that'll go out that way and just drain off into the side of the yard. But I'm about to crank my, darn, I ain't got no gas, I ain't even bring it. So I had to crank my chainsaw so I can cut them roots, man. Them two especially. I think I dug it pretty good. Just say, I ain't never did nothing like this. I think I did a pretty good job. And this right here, I'm gonna dig it a little further over there. And then I'm trying to make sure I slope all this so So that way when the water falls, you can see the little rain line from the other day where the water hit at. And so I wanted to slope from back from going under there, because see, that's where it's going at. And so when I add the gutters, which it probably have to be, might have to be 2 gutters. Might have to be one over there. I'm gonna see if they can just do one here. Somehow just do one on this side. But it might have to be 2. I need to dig it through. So when I run that line, because it's gonna be a solid line that goes back under there, and run out all the way to the other side and drain off the yard too. So, because everything slopes that way. So I think I need to I'm gonna start digging this over here. How I'm gonna do it, and then kind of go from there, because this is pretty much straight. But the thing is, now I get that tractor, I gotta get right up in here and then go across there. And so now when I get to the solid, I'm gonna backfill that with sand. This the because I don't need no, it's a solid piece of pipe, ain't no water can get in it, it's solid. This is I think they call it covert or culvert, I don't know, but it got little slots in it. So I'm gonna see if I can go and get this done, and then we'll come back to that over there, level it out real good. I'm gonna get this curve though, get that, and when I get over here, I'm gonna dig this. I'm gonna have to dig under the fence, cause see all the water run from this yard, it runs over this way. So I'm gonna have to dig under the fence a little bit, so that pipe will have a opening. And that way, that water that runs down, there's a ditch at the bottom of this little hill right here. There's a ditch down there, and all the water run out that way. So we got the trash up. Let's get this thing set up and get to digging. So we got them 2 trees that were growing right here. Ain't worry about them growing here no more. Got that vinyl out. Gotta get that other piece against that threshold plate. Well, that little bit over the end, because a piece of treated wood will go cover that. I'm almost done with this part. I don't think I'm gonna dig another little trench from this edge right here. So unfortunately, the downspout gonna have to be on this part. But I'm gonna get it to come down and turn. Then I'm gonna have to run a pipe from under the ground. I need to get this stuff here. Get that stuff right there. I'm gonna have to run a pipe from here over to catch that one, the flow in. I'm gonna run it straight over there. So I'm trying to kind of keep this thing at a down slope, but I don't want it to be too deep by the time I get down there. It'll be 5 feet, but I'm gonna try to straighten this out a little bit, and then I guess I gotta go back up here and straighten out this front, that front all the way down there. I'm gonna see if I can dig them roots out. I'm gonna try to dig them out, but that's it. I mean, I think it looked pretty good. See, I ain't never did this. I just look at it, I can figure it out. It can't be that darn hard, you know? So I think I got that slope kind of right. What I'm gonna do is, I got all the pipe rolled up in that trailer. What I'm gonna do is I'll pull that pipe out the trailer. I'm gonna lay it out. I'm gonna run a water hose through it. And I'll just see kind of how the water flow through the pipe. In actuality, I can run the water hose and sit the water hose in there, and then if that stuff flow down here and flow out, and that's probably what I do, if it flow straight down that path and flow on through here and flow out, then I know it's going the right way. If it puddles, wherever it puddles at, I know I need to build it up some more. A good thing it did rain, because that made the sand compact a little bit, and then that, you know, we bust that gas line. That dude, the excavator, came back. He drove on this side of the yard and it compacted down. So I'm gonna try to straighten this out. And then the only other thing, I don't want to bust no gas line again. So I need to figure out where, cause I gotta run some more gutters. I mean some more pipe, culvert pipe. And so when it rain a lot, these two little spots here, water just puddles here, be 2 puddles here. And what it is when that backside building that French drain, all that water come from under that room, because that room sit up off the ground. That's on a raised foundation. This part here is on the slab. So all that water come from under there and it puddles right here. So what I need to do, there shouldn't be no water coming from over there no more, because that French drain should catch it. But you can see the water line that comes off the roof. And so there's gonna be gutters here, but I think I'm gonna have a downspout. I'm gonna see if they can run it, or I run it and have a downspout in that corner coming down. I'm gonna have another downspout in this corner coming down. Probably have another one right here on this corner coming down, and another one on this corner. So this corner, so I watched them do this gas line. That come out of the ground. I don't know where the heck this part go when it go in the ground. This one that go in the ground is to that over there. I don't know where that go. I about to say to dig a trench right here, it wouldn't be hard. This one would be easy. But I got to figure out where that darn gas line go. And so we're gonna tackle that septic tank and see, can we get it cleaned out, or do we got to tap into the city? We're gonna lift that bad boy up, and there's a lot of sand in there. So you know, if I get the top of that, that's gonna be a whole day and a half right by. So if I get the top off of it, I'm gonna start running the water and stuff in the house and see and make sure it's draining out. That's the only thing, you know, it's draining somewhere, but because it's backed up in there, it get backed up. So let's go ahead and finish straightening this out down here with the shovel. Trying to stay on task, not bounce around. Cause see, I went to cleaning off all that yard and stuff. Not supposed to be doing this. That's the main reason I got this, to do this and the septic tank. The yard was secondary. But since I already got it done, I'm gonna take the shovel and that pitchfork rake, try to straighten all this out some. I gotta backfill all this with sand So I ain't worrying about too much of this. I'm just kind of fill these holes, but I got to I'm gonna fill all this with the sand. So we dig it out a little bit. I was supposed to get this rope and get one of those levelers, a rope leveler. Put the rope in the ground, the leveler tell you if the rope is at an angle. I ain't do it. I didn't even do it. Roots and stuff over here. But let's see. So I know we gotta take this little hill out right here. Now, that back on there. It worked good. It worked real good. The only thing I don't like about that thing, turn that darn seat around. That thing should be a little easier than going through all that. What all it make you do? Raise it up. So I just been walking this thing. Walking it on my feet and seeing if it's level or not. See how it feel. They got a lot of roots and all them damn trees that were growing. But so far it's been going good today. I just hope that water come around this curve, the S curve. I don't know why I should have just made that stuff straight, but I had already started digging. If it don't flow, then we'll redo it, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. Before I put that pipe in the ground, I wasn't gonna cover the pipe with no way. Just turn the water hose on, let it run through here. And that should give you an idea of what it's looking like. These dark roots. The aggravating part. Oh yeah, she's looking like she's gonna flow right. I'm gonna have to cut this little curve back some. Darn, well, I'm digging this thing too deep too quick. That's the only thing about it. If you ain't never used that thing, you gotta do it slow so you can judge your depth, how deep it dig. I wasn't even worried about the depth really. I mean, I'm digging, but that's how if I go too deep. Just take some sand, put that in there. It's soft now. You know, it done rain. It ain't no dust. But right here. Can't be that hard to do a French drain. I tell you, it almost seemed like it's almost like when people start doing a foundation. They dig it in the ground, and you pour that concrete, and you start putting your pillars. Make sure I stay at a decent slope going down, but I don't want it to be too steep, but I don't want to get over there. That thing be 3 feet deep, 4 feet deep, you know, so I just dig it where I think it's deep, and like I say, I need to add some sand. I just go back and fill it back in, but running the pipe shouldn't be hard. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna ask them when they come home. Can I have a dump truck come through their driveway and drop that rock on the corner of this house? And that way, it's very accessible over there. But that's where it's going. So I can scoop it up with that bucket. And if it don't pull the tarp in the ground, I can scoop it with the bucket and dump it with the bucket. It shouldn't take long to backfill that. Just backfill it. Cover it back up with the tarp, and I probably need to get a pallet of sod. I'm thinking about it. Well, I got that darn trailer. Sure would be easy to load a pallet of sod when that song was done. So I'm about to call it price of pallet of sod, and what I probably do is all along close to the house. Which I'm about to come over here probably every day. But all along close to the house, I'm gonna put the grass. So all that dirty water and splash up, all that dirty stuff and splash up on the side. And then we're gonna have to go buy some more siding. I wipe the house right there, try to get that stump. So, you know, I probably go back down there and get a few more pieces. It's a learning lesson, but the only thing about that learning lesson, it costs you money. That's the only thing about it. When you learn at your expense, it costs you a little money. See, this is too deep. I need to raise this back up some. But I try to do a square. This one long. Try to square it off so it'll look decent. I'm guessing the rock, once I put the rock in here with that tarp around the pipe and the rock, I'm guessing that's gonna keep these walls to hold their form. And that won't let no dirt inside that pipe. Dirt getting inside over time, it's gonna fill up. Ain't gonna do a job. Then you gonna notice, what you gonna notice about that? Your gutter's gonna start overflowing. They ain't gonna be draining out. And so I don't want that to happen. I don't wanna have to come back and redo this. Little things you hold it. They're like the ground wouldn't do that. I'll have to do that. But, that's what I'm probably end up doing. So, let's get in this track. Let's go and dig this thing out some more. So I'm about to try to dig this up and this other one. So you can see leaves growing all on them again already. I ain't want that to happen. I should go ahead and cut that one. This one already cut. This is dead, just leaning against that one right there. Yeah, this one already dead right here. So we ain't gotta dig that one up. I don't think they're gonna grow on that. But I'm definitely gonna try to dig this up here and this right here right quick and see what happens. Hopefully we can get it up. So you see, ain't that stump right on up. Ain't take no time. Guys that was working on the house was last year. I think they finished with their stuff probably like November, October. They left the gas can. Now I don't know, they got the outside layer peeling, but it's 5. This thing say 5 gallons. Let me see that. Right there. Gallons. So I'm gonna go put some diesel in it so I can have that thing tomorrow ready. Hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna park my truck out front just in case I don't get stuck. But hopefully they come at a decent time with that gravel. I'm gonna get out here early. Start going to dig the rest of this. Now I don't know what I was thinking making this wide, because this only gonna be one pipe and it's gonna be solid. I don't know what I was thinking about that, why I made it wide. So these right here gonna be narrow. It's gonna be, I gotta do one there for that drain. I'm gonna have to go to Lowe's tomorrow. I already know that. I'm gonna have to go to Lowe's and see what kind of fittings they got for this culvert pipe, because I need like a Y to come in from this downspout to go in the ground to come there. I need one over there on that one. Then I'm gonna need one here, and I might have to call them people 811. I don't know what I was thinking, because I seen the guy last night when he was slinging the thing. Well, not last night, the night I bust that damn gas line. He was slinging the thing, finding the line. I should have asked him then, like, hey man, tell me where this line right here at. Cause see man, I don't know. Like I say, this line here, I don't know if this line, if it go come out and then go here. And so I don't want to be digging and hit that thing again. So I think, well, I'm gonna play it safe and see. All I know is it go in the ground right here. And so I don't know if it comes around or through here. I don't know, man. I'm in the center out here, I'm good. When I get over to about this little area right here, right up in there, I'm gonna have to dig lightly. And I might have to get a shovel just so I can kind of see where it's at. I will hopefully it ran from here straight over here somewhere to there. Cause see, this unit ain't always been here. You know, we ain't always had central air and heat. But we used to have this big green furnace. It used to sit right here. And it sit out about right here. And that's what heated the house, you know. We had a little window unit for air conditioning. So I'm try to get that done tomorrow, but let's go get this diesel so we can come back and fill this thing up. Hopefully this thing hold, but let's go get this diesel. So we done made it back with this gas, with this diesel. This fuel, that's what truck drivers say. I gotta get some fuel. So we're gonna put it up in here and see, it held. So, gonna put it up in here and see how much it holds. This hand still saying full, but when I left my darn phone out there. When I looked in this tank, it wasn't full. So I don't know if that thing, it will come on with the light, but I don't know. I should have got a phone. Let me get a phone. I don't need this. Got this phone. Make a whole lot easier. This 5 gallons going. I ain't think this thing was 5 gallons. I'm trying to balance it. This ain't work right here. I'm gonna take this thing top out. This thing going too slow. Splashing around. Almost full. Got a hand on the track still said full. Look how much diesel this thing taking. So tomorrow I just have to get some water, wash all that off, drive it up there to the water hose, wash all that off before I start. That way it won't, I ain't gonna take this in the car. I'm gonna leave this out. It smells straight like diesel. So, just leave this can out here. Sit it over there. That should be good. So, they supposed to be dropping off that gravel today. But boy, as you can see, the sky ain't looking too good. It's a little cloudy out there. We get over here and see if I'm gonna see how much gravel this is. Hopefully I ordered enough next door and drop it off in the yard, right behind that fence. That way, all I gotta do is scoop it up, take it in, take it on back there. Or he drop it off in the driveway, then so I'm gonna have to cut across the front yard to either get in there, or I'm gonna have to go all the way around the backyard, which I don't want to do. That's a lot of back and forth. You can see the guy, he just pulled up right there. So I'm probably talk to him on the camera and tell him, hey, we'll be there in a minute. We'll be there in a minute. Right there in the fence. All right, I'm pulling on the street right now. So I was talking to the guy through the camera or whatever. We're gonna see if we can get this thing figured out. I hope I can get them close, very close. Hopefully I can get them very close, but there you go right here, so we'll see. Let's see. Might be able to back it all the way up to. I might be able to back it all the way up to here. I might be able to back it up right here. Can you get it? Okay, closest to this side as possible.
Yeah, yeah. Just you know, I'm gonna need your help backing in here and directing, but
okay,
I might be able to do it.
All right. You need me back up, something you said?
You might be all right. Yeah.
I feel raindrops, but hopefully he can get a little small diesel. Hopefully he can get that thing right here. I wish they was home. I could ask them, but I'm pretty sure they don't mind. I clean most of their yard and stuff up. I help them out, so it'll be a lot better if he can get it here. It's a lot easier. A lot easier. You gotta come over this way. Come on. see if we can drop it right there. I wonder if it's electric. A lot of them electric nowadays. They wind their own stuff up. I wonder how much rock that is. Oh yeah, I have no idea, but I drive trucks. I have no idea.
Okay.
I know how it is. I wonder how much rock this is. I ain't sure. Yeah, well, there you go. Roll your top up. You about to tear it off. I hope that's enough. You good? There we go. Well, I hope most of the stuff come over this way. Hopefully there's enough. That's a lot of rock. Get on that tractor and get the I need to get this pipe down, at least to down there, and start moving this rock from that side and get it out of their yard. So that's a lot of rock, but that should do it. Yeah, he got it in and out. So the driver was like, hey, man, this used to be a little rough area. I ain't familiar with this, so this is a rough area. And I was like, nah. I see you pulling out. I was like, nah. It used to be. I mean, they trying to clean it up now. It used to be kind of rough. And he was like, oh, cause I see the cameras. I see the police camera. I see the cameras and stuff all around here, you know. I was just kind of wondering, you know, it used to be a rough area or just a rough area. I'm like, it used to be rough, but I mean, like, them cameras, they don't, in that pole there, they must have put that up. That was after I left from over there. So that was after 2010. So it ain't like, you know, they've been up a long time or something like that. You know, I don't know when they put them up exactly, but yeah. Gotta get this thing here straight. So I gotta get this done today. Shoot, I know I gotta go back to Lowe's to get I'm gonna have to get maybe a gutter. I mean, one downspout and some of those ground gutters, and so I know how I need to do my downspout. I'm gonna show you something I found. They was digging. This was inside this septic tank. Now the septic tank got a bunch of dirt in it. I'm gonna take this home and clean it out, cause it probably worth some money. Now most bottles you see like this, you think Coca-Cola. This bottle say Pepsi Cola, and it's sealed with sand and stuff in the inside. Something started growing, but this bottle, I don't know how many years, how old it is, but I'm gonna hold on to it. I got it sitting right there. I'm gonna hold on to it. It could be worth some money. Who knows? You know, this house almost 100 years old. Anything you find right here could be worth some ching. So let's get on back up in here so we can get this get on this tractor and start rolling out this pipe. roll out this pipe now and get this fabric out. That way I can start moving that rock, because I don't know if it's gonna rain or what, and I need to put them pipes in there. So let's get to it. Alright, let's open the struggle up, pipe out. Gotta have to get back here. I need to dig all that still. And I put the truck back here. I know I need to move that back to the front. But right now I'm gonna focus on getting that rock out of the yard. And go from there. So this is what we got. This is the vent. Got little holes in all around it. So what I'm gonna do is I got this. So this is double vent clogging, which is sediment and corrugated and smooth. So this is a what, 100 foot? Yeah. So I'm gonna put this down, put the pipe down, then this down, pipe down, then rock, and then what I'm gonna do is cover the top of this, and then throw some more rock on. But we get this pipe out, get it unrolled so we get started. Go ahead, rain. Alright, so we got our pipe laid. I'm gonna go right here, I'm gonna cut it. And we just have a little bit that can go around that corner, I guess. A little bit of sun, so hot. The sun was there. Sweet. I tried to even them out. Cut like butter. So I can take that one like that. I can take both of them like that actually. But then I need to tie into a solid. Solid you can carry it from here on. So let's open up this sediment shield. And what I want to do, what I should do, I got these goddamn roots. All these damn roots. I ain't worried about them though. Because hopefully these roots gonna grow into the damn pipe. see how this stuff is. Oh, so it's like fabric. So this will let water go through, but it shouldn't let sand and stuff like that go through. So boy, I ain't never been to war, but well, you can't hear that help but hear that thing coming. You can't help but hear it coming. So I got 2 rows of this stuff. Trying to see. Real thin. I ain't know what this stuff gonna be. This stuff gonna do right here. This stuff thin. This stuff almost like. Let me see. Else has been clogging due to sediment. Alright. Well, let's pull this pipe out and put this down. I'm putting a small layer of gravel on the ground first. So the pipe will be off the ground a little bit. And then we'll go from there. So snatch the pipe out, put this down, and some gravel. And see what happens after that. Boy. So you got to put these pipe in this hole. So what I did, I put 1 piece of top down. I put a thin layer of rock. I put 2 pieces of this fabric like that, overlapping each other. So I'm gonna lay that pipe in the center and wrap the top of that. And take another rope, put some after I wrap the top, put a little bit of rock. And I put another roll of that stuff. Fill it all the way up with rock. But I gotta remember that pipe go around that curve. So let me just go and start putting this in. on there to hold it. Then I can start dumping. It won't take long. Just scoop and dump. Tootsie Roll. I know I'm tired of this summer. It's hot out here too. It ain't hot. I just had a long day. I think I can just start dumping rock in that thing. I'm putting another coat, another layer of that stuff on top. Boy, I'm catching a cramp. Go sit down and eat some pickles. Boy, I've been a long day. Been a long day. Been up since 4. I cut 2 yards. Now I'm over here working. So I'm gonna take me a break, eat me some pickles, get some sodium back in my system, and I'll be back to you. But as you see, so far I'm just dumping it. So come think about it. I'm dumping that stuff. I'm looking at that pile. Looking at that pile. Look at that pile. Like, boy, I don't know if that gonna be enough. But oh, I'm trying to walk this damn thing out. So my leg don't cramp up. But so that pipe, if something grow in there, you got a bed of rock at the bottom. You got some of that sheathing or shield or whatever they call it. You got a bed of rock on top of it. No, let me take it back. Do I got a bed of rock on the bottom? Yeah. Then I got that stuff on top. Then I got another bed of rock on top of it. Then that pipe wrapped about 3 times. Then I put the rock on top of it. But as I'm scooping that rock, I'm hoping I got enough. I'm hoping I got enough, because you see, I did what, 2 scoops? You see what that pile look like. So about another 5 scoops, that pile gonna be small. So hopefully I got enough to put in here. Alright, let's get back to dumping this rock so we can get it all done today. I need to get this done today. So we're gonna see if we can get it done. Alright, we got this pretty much covered. What I'm predicting to happen is this sand gonna slowly wash over it. This little ledge gonna end up blending in. That's cool. It's probably gonna end up looking like that kinda. I gotta flatten this out some more. I gotta figure out, I gotta cap the ends and cover. Then I gotta wrap that up. But we'll come back and finish that part, cover that up, wrap that. And then we're gonna unroll the solid pipe. So what I'm thinking is, when I run that gutter off of that little section right there, I'm gonna show you why. This is why what was happening. So if you look closer, see that roof come down, then come off of this one. This roof, you see it go on top of this pile. Same thing. It come down, come off of this one. So if I put a gutter there, I'm thinking instead of running the pipe under there, let it drain straight into the French drain. Let it come down, drain straight there. This one can do the same thing because it's the vented corrugated pipe right there. And see, that's solid. That's a little bit solid right there. So this downspout and come down and drain right here. And see this trench, I ain't even measured. It's probably 2 feet deep. And more than a foot, I can tell you that. So they get that much water. And see, that rock should hold that sand. You know, so you ain't gotta worry about the foundation washing away. And I made sure I leveled this sand up here. I made sure I try to level it down some so it ain't near the foundation no more. As you see, it was up to the top of that side. So And then, you know, of course I done whacked the house a couple times. That one right there. Like one piece I gotta get. 2, 3. Another one down here somewhere. 4, 5. So, but them pieces that's messed up, I've been took some of the other ones and put them together and made some pieces. Ain't that serious. But let me get this side pipe on the road, and then we're gonna try to dig that. Then we try to bury this and cover all that back up today. Alright, I'm finished running the tube. Gonna dig that trench. And I'll probably get back to you once I finish digging the trench. Now you remember couple vlogs back, this is a while back, I said, boy, they fixed that back light and give it some light back here. They put that bulb in, you see, it just gives some light back there. But we got this thing covered in, and we got that one filled in up there. We got that little bit of rock we gotta get up, get that little bit to dig tomorrow, and that's it, and we can cover all that up. Hey, that's gonna wrap the vlog for today. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications, click that bell, let you know every time I post. Till then, we out.